everyone, this is Tatiana with Life of Yatti. Today I am doing a seafood boil review. You guys, right now, as of the viewing of this video, they have these bags at Aldi's for $9.99 for a seafood boil. It does come with Cajun seasoning. It has your corn on the cob, your shrimp, your mussels, your sausages, and your red skin potatoes. So it has literally everything in there that you need to get your Cajun boil on. So the directions, if you want to pause the video, was a couple frames back. It basically just went over how to cook it. I did cook this on the stove. So right now I'm letting the water boil. As I'm letting the water boil though, I'm going to go ahead and start making my seasoning that I like to put on my seafood boils. The last seafood boil I did it in a bag, and it came with, or it didn't come with, I went and bought a seafood boil seasoning. It was way too strong. So I went ahead and rinsed off the seafood and made my own. So I've just come accustomed at this point to making my own dressing and stuff for it. The packet that came with it wasn't bad though. So right here, I just went ahead and added some butter. No, I didn't measure it. I just did a couple scoops with a tablespoon of butter. I'm adding some Cajun seasoning right now. And then next, I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper flakes. Okay. Go ahead and add some pepper flakes in there. And ultimately, I did end up adding more hot sauce. I ran out of my Texas Pete hot sauce. I really like my food to be spicy. So this gave me more like a buffalo kind of taste, not necessarily the spiciness I was going for. And then I do add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Alright, next I just wet a paper towel and cover the top of the measuring container that has the ingredients in it, and then I microwave it on 1 minute. I do end up stopping it halfway through and stirring it, kind of just to get the ingredients all mixed in. The butter was still a little cold, it wasn't completely dissolved, so I went ahead and put it back in for the remaining, I believe it was like 22 seconds. Alright, as you can see, the butter is a little more dissolved. I just continue stirring until it completely dissolves. And then I just set that aside for a moment. Oh my gosh, I can like smell it through the camera. Alright, so I opened the bag and you can see the ingredients that come in it, you guys. It came with 2 corn on the cob, half cobs. It comes with some sausage already in it. I've never eaten that kind of sausage before, but it wasn't bad. Comes with the mussels. Toward the end of the bag, I kind of poured it in, so the little mussel shell kind of broke apart. So I just went ahead and scooped some of that out with a spoon. You know. Alright, so I grabbed this bag of large cooked shrimp in the shell. I went ahead and popped half of the bag of that in there. I really love shrimp, so I just poured more in there. And besides, my kids love seafood, so I knew they might want some. I went ahead and added extra. The bag proportion isn't bad, but I think it's more for like a meal if for two people, not necessarily three or four. So that's kind of what it looks like. And y'all, it's just, this meal is giving me life. I didn't really have to do much to it. Then I went ahead and added half of the bag for the seasoning. Toward the end, I do add the rest because I realized that I have way too much water. But because I was adding more ingredients in, I wanted it to be enough so that it all cooks thoroughly through. But it just, y'all, look at that. It just looks so good. I honestly believe this is one of those bags, if you just want to make a quick meal, this is it. It says after you get the water boiling to slowly empty the contents into the pot. I kind of, toward the end of it, kind of just rushed in there and it kind of splashed on my arm. It was a little hot. But it says then to cook this food for 5 to 6 minutes. I cooked mine for about 10 minutes because I was adding additional ingredients into this throughout the process. And then this, you see, I'm just adding more seasoning into it. Because like I said, I had a lot of liquid in it. I do end up draining that at the end of the video, so you'll see that. And yes, I have 3 hands. I know y'all seen that. No, I'm kidding. Alright, you guys, so now, like I said, I'm just adding some extra sausage to give it extra meat. Like I said, my kids is going to be eating some of this with me. So I just cut a portion of the sausage off, and then I just cut it into smaller pieces and add it to the pot. Okay, you guys, so at this point, the seafood is almost done. Only thing left for me to do is to just go ahead and drain this. And it was just smelling so good at this point. I was really surprised how quickly it got It got done. Like I said, I only cooked it for about 10 minutes. And that's with the added shrimp and the added sausages as well. All right, so now we're just gonna drain the juice out. And we'll have just a little bit of water to add with the sauce that I made. So before I go ahead and add in the sauce, I went ahead and added in these boiled eggs. If you haven't seen the review, I made a review over the silicone molds that make boiled eggs without the shell. Definitely check that out. It's on my page. So I just go ahead and add the sauce over it. I want to make sure that I get the eggs to the bottom of the pot because they were refrigerated to get those nice and warm. So I let that simmer for a little while and I just mixed in the ingredients. At this point, y'all, my kids is like completely hovering over me. They're ready to get in this pot. So I went ahead and started scooping up some dishes. And as you see, everything just looks so good. I can't believe how cost efficient this was. Even with the shrimp I added in and the little bit of sausage, maybe $14, But the bag itself only cost $9.99 plus tax from Aldi's. So if you have an Aldi's in your area and you want to make a Cajun boil, definitely check them out. When I was there, I grabbed me 3 or 4 bags of it because I had been seeing this stuff on YouTube and I was like, I have to get it. So definitely grab you a bag, y'all. If y'all haven't grabbed it, grab the bag. So I'm just trying to go through here and make sure it's a good amount. My kids have never eaten mussel before, so try to make sure they each have one at least. Alright, and then this is my bowl, the finished look. I did add a little hot sauce because it wasn't hot enough. But as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Till next time.